slide. This is the on this slide, you can see the full machine translation landscape as we see it. Basically, of course, there may be some machine translation engine which is built in some garage, which we don't know about. But that's what we know about. And it's quite important. We included here only MT engines which are available to use for other companies. There are some machine translation engines which are developed internally by companies, either by enterprises or by LSPs. Like, for example, there's Lilt, there is machine translation engine at Bible, but it's hard to use it for your needs if you're not buying some of other services. It's not, they do not present on the market as machine translation engine. We do not include it here. So some time ago, this landscape was split by technology. We had blocks with neural machine translation, statistical machine translation, rule-based machine translation. Well, these days are long gone. Oh yeah, and this report we published it since 2017, so it's basically 6 year. Today, all machine translation engines are neural machine translation, mostly. There are some rare exclusions. There are still for cross-dialect translation, you may see rule-based engines, for example, Aperture, which is commercialized by Promzit, but most of them are NMT. And today we split them by customization possibilities. As you may see, there is a broad range of MT systems with pre-trained machine translation models. Stop. And actually, not all of them fit on this slide. So there is, it's reduced version of the slide. Sorry, it's not full landscape. Sorry, you can get the full one in the report anyway. But yes, some are not visible here. Then several MT vendors provide models pre-trained in specific verticals. For example, Alibaba, they have for titles and descriptions, and also for communication with customers. There is other vendors providing. There's Royal Flush, which is not visible on the slide, sadly, but it provides engine in financial domain. There's cloud translation with medical domain. Also, Katoha has a Japanese provider. They have engine for general domain for medical domain. Then there's a group of MT systems with custom terminology support, also known as glossary support. So it's not training, but you can upload your glossary. And in some cases, it will be just used as a substitution. In some cases, it will be substitution with morphology changes. For example, at DeepL and Systron, it will take morphology into account. Then there is a group of MT systems which can automatically train on your translation memories. We call it automatic domain adaptation. And you know, this year also there are some new, at the last AMTA conference, which will run in September, this automatic domain adaptation was split into large two blocks. We sort of agreed to call it differently, those two blocks. One is a static domain adaptation, where you upload your translation memory and you train the model in one stack. And second is dynamic adaptation, where you can train on every sentence, a sort of more lightweight approach. And this approach is used by companies, by providers like Modern MT, Amazon, Kantan, some others. So next report, it will be split. And also, possibly next year, we'll also show open source models as a separate block. And then finally, there's manual domain adaptation, where you don't have an interface, but you can just send your TM to linguist team of the provider, and they will train model for you. Probably it will be a little bit more expensive. So Okay, I see. I know that we have Q&A block where Isabel is helping us with selecting questions. I see there are some questions in the chat as well. Speaking of, I see a question that there are some machine translation engines which are less known, and should they be integrated with TMS? You will see if they work better on your content. You can actually try many of them through demo section of Intento website to see if they work better on your content. And if it do, most of these machine translation agents integrated to Intento platform, for example. So you can quickly try them through our connector in your TMS and then decide. You can, swipe your credit card, start a trial, try the those engines and decide if